Okay, guys, I want to talk about anomalies and weird things that happened during the first two episodes of the Lahaina West Maui fire series that I'm doing that I kind of left out and did not speak about. And I also want to talk about why I am doing things the way that I am, why I am somewhat self-censoring. Now, to the independent fact checkers out there, please watch this video if you intend to take it down, because I am not going to say anything that breaks any community standards, and I don't even think that you'll have an issue with anything that I say in this video. Later in the video, I am going to analyze and slow down the footage I played at the beginning, which is flashes of light and the smoke, and I'm going to talk to you guys about what I think that could be. And aside from that, I'm also going to talk about some strange anomalies that I had on the day of the fire with failing electronic devices. Now, again, to the fact checkers out there, please watch the whole video, because I really don't think I'm going to say anything that's a problem. Now, in the background, just to get into all this, I am playing some footage from the park, which was from the day when the government told everybody in West Maui they had to go to one of two parks in order to stand in the sun for many hours and to show their documents and their identification in order to sign up for a special permission slip to leave their house and come back. Now, these were not people that actually had houses that burned. I mean, maybe some of them were, but I was 20 minutes away. I was nowhere near this, and this park is 20 minutes away. So this brings me to my first reason as to why I am trying to tell this story extremely objectively and not to say anything that could get my content taken down, which is it's the objective truth that there was a huge amount of incompetence by the government, which adversely affected my life, my wife's life, and the lives of many other people. So there was a huge amount of ineptitude, probably corruption, weird things going on that I'd never experienced before that need a spotlight shined on them. And I do not want to distract from that. So that's the first reason. But the second reason is I know what's been taken down. I know what's been censored. And I know that not everybody in the comments obviously knows that. Most people don't know because it's been censored. It's been taken down. So I know the kinds of things that have been taken down. Here's one example. This is a video I made that was simply showing things that did not burn during the Lahaina fire. I spent hours going through footage, put together this little video. I think it was up on TikTok for, I want to say, maybe a day, and it had close to 90,000 shares. And you can see the metrics here. I mean, here's another video just to compare it to where I had 9.1 million views. But I really think the things that didn't burn video that got taken down very quickly was on its way to between 50 and 100 million views. I think that would have been a very viral video. So it was taken down for unspecified community standards. I still don't totally understand why it was taken down, but I think I kind of do, because it was a little bit ambiguous. I didn't really address what some of the things were showing, and maybe it was viewed as some type of conspiracy theory. And so I'm going to try to avoid that in this video. I've tried to avoid that in all of my content, because again, I don't want to distract from the objective facts, first of all. And second of all, I really think it's a lot better that you guys can actually see the content and listen to what I have to say. And if I cross any lines, and it gets taken down, then you don't get to see it, you know? So it doesn't matter how great it was. If it's not there, then it's not very helpful. And I used to build websites in the late 90s and the early 2000s, and I had, before social media, you know, I hosted my own videos and had all sorts of content, and I did anything I felt like doing back then. But that's not how it works anymore. I got to play by these rules, or you guys aren't going to see any of this. So that's really the main reason. I'm telling the story in the best way that I can. So be patient with me and just understand that I have certain limitations I have to work around. Okay, so let's get into the flashing light first of all. I'm going to play these videos in context. I'm going to play a little bit before and after the flashes so you guys can get an idea of what was going on. This was a blue sky day for the most part. There was not much clouds. There's a little bit of haze in the background from the fires in upcountry, but it was very much a blue sky day, and I kept capturing flashing light in the smoke. So you're going to see that in a moment here. You're going to see one of the first flashes that I captured. Of course, a lot of people say this is lasers, but there are a few other things that it could be, which I'm going to talk about in a moment. So here you see the first flash that I captured. This is frozen. There it is, played again at full speed. Now, it looks very much the color of lightning. It could certainly be lightning. I've been in a lot of Atlantic hurricanes. I've seen a lot of lightning and clouds. And even though it's a blue sky day, I have read that sometimes with smoke from wildfires, they produce their own lightning. I don't know whether that's true or not, but that is one potential explanation for it. It could also just be issues with the camera. It could be some type of anomaly with the camera and the filming. That's possible. These were extremely brief. I mean, they were less than a tenth of a second. There was genuinely big explosions on the ground sometimes, but what's going on in the sky is difficult to remember. It was also very windy on this day. There were birds flying incredibly fast. There was things in the air, dust in the air all over the place. You can see this is playing at 1/10 the speed, and it still zooms by. Anyway, let's go to the next clip of light flashing here. You'll see in the red circle there, froze it. And it's a very, very quick flash in the smoke there. And the main point I want to make to the fact checkers is people wanted me to talk about this. They had questions about it, but I genuinely don't know what it is. I've offered a few different potential explanations, which I think are all plausible anyway. Here is another one. This looks a bit more like the lightning in the first clip. Again, very quick, but similar color to lightning if it is indeed a flash in the smoke, which it might not be. And here's another one. Here's the first one people started to notice and wanted my thoughts on. They wanted to know if I saw this in real life. I don't remember seeing this in real life, but I was looking through the phone, and there was a lot going on. But there it is anyway. So those are the flashes. Now let's talk about what happened to my electronic devices on that morning. So this picture was taken on the 8th of August, and it was early in the morning when the power went out, and I had an Android phone that just started displaying all these weird codes, and I couldn't even get it into recovery mode or anything. Still doesn't work to this day. I still have it. I had the same thing happen to a tablet. One of them was plugged into the wall charging, one of them was not. So I don't know what to make of that. I've never mentioned that to anybody until today, but there's another anomaly I didn't mention from the first day. So if it's a problem mentioning that, then hopefully my episode doesn't get taken down and just this video does. For the people who've made it this far in the video, I'd like to show you a couple of bonus still pictures. So this is the field I was walking through when I was talking about being up to my chest in dry grass with wood underneath me when I was taking a look at a house. Here is a picture I took that morning on the 8th at the blowhole, and you can see the rainbow that the mist of the blowhole makes. And here's a shot from the lookout point on the way back from the blowhole that morning. And here are a couple of still shots of the fire standing at the Hyatt. And here is a picture of the smokestack in kind of the downtown Lahaina area, right next to where they park all the school buses. I took this photo on the 4th of August, so 4 days before the fire, but I have some footage and pictures of that area, which is something I will get into in future episodes. Thank you for watching, guys. Please follow, like, share, all those things. Stay tuned. I'll see you soon.